Hi guys, so I'm Sabrina and I wanted to start a YouTube channel today. Today's first video is going to be on how I got my teeth done at the dental centre in Turkey, the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and also the things that people haven't also mentioned before they've gone and got their teeth done abroad. So one of the first things that I actually did was I had a look online just to have a look at different celebrity teeth and just to find which one I thought would suit my smile and what I really liked. Originally, I'd gone on the Dental Centre Turkey on their website and I'd sent an email and then they liaised with me back on WhatsApp and they officially booked my date in. At the time, they just told me that I don't have to pay any deposits or anything like that at all, but they will arrange for me to stay in one of those accommodations that they had in their area. So they did book for a place called Yacht Boheme Hotel, which is over in Fethiye. They'd arranged and reserved everything for me, so all I had to do when I'd arrived there was just to pay for the stay once I'd actually checked out. Dental Centre Turkey also arranged for a private transfer, which cost £45 to go there and £45 to come back. As soon as you come out of Dalaman Airport, you'll get a guy having like one of those little whiteboards with my name on there, and then literally he just took me in a private Mercedes-Benz and it took around 15 minutes to get to the actual hotel. The following day, the dental centre came back to my hotel, so they liaise with your reception quite often, and then your reception would maybe just buzz up to your room and let you know when your appointment's going to be due. I went in for my first consultation where I'd showed them what kind of picture that I like and also what kind of colours I was thinking of. But before I recommend anyone going and do your teeth in Turkey, make sure you know the costs. In total, I spent just under £3,000, but that's only based on the fact that I went to my own dental place in the UK, made them look at my teeth, had x-rays, photos done, and I asked my dental surgeon over in the UK what needs doing to my teeth. He told me, he wrote down on a piece of paper and also gave me the x-ray photos and recommended that I need 2 root canals in my 2 front teeth. I'm going to need 4 fillings also, and maybe a wisdom tooth extraction. So in my mind, I knew what to expect, so that when I went to Turkey, I literally gave them documentation to the dental surgeon, and he'd had a look and he said, okay, we'll do it at this price, but at least I know I've left the UK, come to Turkey and got everything done. The initial appointment with my dental surgeon was just over 2 hours long. So what they did was they took loads of photos of what my teeth looked like previously, which I'll let you guys know later on. I'll show you a few pictures of what they looked before. And then also just discuss what kind of colours I liked. So he gave me like example colours to match against my face, just to see what I think would look good on me. So originally they had several colours. They've got your DCT, which is probably the most brightest Hollywood colour. And then you've got BL1, which is the next one down, BL2, and then BL6 would presumably be the darkest colour. So originally I decided on the BL2 because of my skin complexion. I didn't want my teeth to look too Hollywood Essex wow. And then I'd met some other people whilst I was there. So I actually originally travelled to Turkey on my own. But then when you get to dental centre, you'll meet loads of other people that are getting their teeth done, and they'll kind of give you advice and recommendations whilst you're there. And somebody had said, do you know what, go for the BL1, you'll be so much happier, because the thing is, once you go for the darkest colour, there's no going back. So if you have bright, at least you know eventually the colour will fade. So I couldn't have the DCT colour simply because I needed 2 root canals. So they only often recommend that colour if you have originally good looking teeth. But because at the time I was getting so many done, I thought, you know, I'll have the BL1, we'll see how that goes. And you know, I'm so happy that I've gone for this colour because it really does like blend in with my complexion really well. As soon as you arrive at the dental centre, they usually take your passport and then they'll take some bank details from you just to make sure that you don't go and do an actual runner. The dental surgeon at the time had recommended that I get 12 teeth done on the top and 12 done on the bottom, but I didn't want to be coming back and be like, oh, I can't speak, or I've got some sort of lisp. So I decided to go for 8 on the top and 8 on the bottom, just because I wanted to go back into work and there not be any issues with my speech or anything like that. And then later on you can always add further more teeth, but I just decided that the less the better, just so I could focus on speaking. So the option that I chose was a zirconium porcelain teeth. After that appointment, so I was about 2 hours long, they returned me back to my hotel. Then they picked me up again 2 hours later and decided that they're going to go ahead with the filing. The filing took around 3 hours. But you really need to be prepared, because you're going to be like having your mouth open for long periods of time and building up saliva like in your throat and in your mouth. So you need to be ready to have your mouth open. But one thing that I realized that people don't often say to you when they go and get their teeth done is take some headphones with you. I literally had my Beats headphones in, and I had like a playlist ready, so I could just like zone out whilst he was filing my mouth. So eventually, so after 3 hours, I was at the dental centre up until around midnight. So they open around 9 a.m. and they'll close at midnight, and that's literally 6 days a week. Sundays are for more like emergency appointments, just in case you're flying out the next morning. But they're very, very good, and it's long hours, so you have to be prepared. I would try and eat as much food as you can. They say don't eat too heavy, but I would. And also, make sure when you're leaving the UK, you pack some ibuprofen or some paracetamol, some mouthwash, and just make sure that you're fully prepared. It's not painful having the filing done. A bit nerve-wracking, but when you see your teeth, so he had actually stopped, and I looked at my camera, I was like, oh my God. So I'll also send another picture up in a bit for you guys to see. And I looked at my teeth and I was like, what am I doing? Like, now it's too late. I now have baby shark teeth in my mouth. I have no choice but to continue and get these teeth done. So once they'd done the filing, they'd put a sort of gum shield mold on my teeth. So it wasn't smooth, quite jagged, but this was to protect my teeth underneath, to stop them from getting any kind of pain, and also because they were really quite sensitive. So I kept those in for around 2 days, and they said, you know, try and eat some food and this and that. Try not to smoke, don't drink any alcohol. Well, I had a Baileys on the rocks, but don't tell anybody. They provide you all those prescriptions that you need, and what will happen is, on your way back to your hotel, when you're getting dropped off by the driver, he will stop off at the chemist and tell you what ones you need to buy. But also the medication is really cheap. I mean, I spent in total whilst I was there about £10 to £15. They provide you with the mouthwashes, the antibiotics, so you've got nothing to worry about whatsoever. So I'd been given that gum shield, had that for a couple of days. It was quite, I'll be honest with you, like I have a really high pain threshold, but it was like rubbing, cracking inside my teeth. Other people that I've met inside the dental centre that I later on like met in other hotels were like complaining about, oh, it's painful, it's jaggedy, it's cutting your lip, it's cutting your mouth. It is not that extreme. Like when you know what your teeth are going to be looking like at the end of the product, trust me, it's fine. Like you don't need to be worrying about the pain. I did go into like one restaurant where they're used to having people go into the dental centre, so they will mix and mash up your food for you. They'll give you noodles, and they're really good with catering for your needs whilst you're not feeling too well and whilst your teeth are there. So the second day later, I'd visited the dental centre again, and they'd fully made and designed my teeth for me, and I'd seen it in like a little gum shield in his hand. I was like, oh my God, like, they look amazing. So I went in for a few more x-rays again, and then they decided, okay, they could take partial payment if they like. So I decided to give them a partial payment anyway. And I started to look at the colours, and I was really happy with the final product. So as you can see, in terms of the photos, my teeth before, my teeth after, and my teeth when they were getting filed. So at the time when they'd given me the composite gum shield, it was, I mean, yeah, it is irritating, but you kind of get an idea roughly of what your future teeth are going to be looking like. But also just to let you know that for every time that they pick you up from your hotel and drop you back, there's no charge whatsoever. They take you in a Mercedes little van, and they give you water, they offer you drinks. They've even got like a rooftop bar at the dental centre. I'm not too sure about the Antalya branch because I've been there previously. They didn't have it, so I think it's more of a new thing. But over in the Fethiye branch, they've got like a rooftop. You can see the whole of Fethiye. You can get any kind of drink that you want there. Don't do alcoholic beverages, but it's just a little like nice little spot. Quite bougie, got a little garden wall and stuff like that. But they make you feel really comfortable. They speak very good English. Sometimes they may mediate over your teeth whilst you're in the room. You'll get maybe 4 or 5 different surgeons in, but that's just because obviously it's easy for them to communicate in their own language. But don't feel no type of way. Like they make you feel comfortable, and they also do ask you if you really want to get your teeth done. Like I had one guy said to me, my teeth look absolutely fine, that I shouldn't even bother getting any surgery worked into it. I said to my friend, listen, rude boy, I've travelled all the way to Turkey and you're telling me that I shouldn't get my teeth done? Sorry, no. take this out and give me a new set, because this is what I'm paying for. 2020, I want some new banging teeth, and that's exactly what I came for. You get me, my G? So yeah, they make you feel comfortable, and you get to communicate with other people. Don't bother putting on your makeup when you get there either, because they will literally wipe that off. You be drooling spit everywhere, and you just be like, yeah, what the hell. Another thing that I did find were a lot of people that I communicated with or met whilst I was at the dental centre found that their composite gum shield was coming out or falling out. Do not worry, it's not painful whatsoever. And then what happens is when you get back to the dental centre and they do take them off on like the 4th day, your teeth are extremely sensitive. But don't worry, just bite it in your mind and understand that your teeth are going to look banging when they take them off and they put the new ones in. Oh yeah, and I also totally forgot to tell you guys that when they do file down your teeth, they will give you a hell of a lot of injections. But don't worry, like you'll feel maybe the first and second one. After that, you feel nothing. So in total, I had around 16 injections. Bearing in mind, I was scared as hell. Like, I'm in Turkey on my own, I'm about to get my teeth done. Everyone's telling me I shouldn't get my teeth done. I'm under stress. It's hot. All sorts of things were crossing my mind. But the 16 injections, you only feel maybe 1 or 2 of them, and they're literally like the smallest prick ever. So just keep on having the whole idea that your teeth are going to look amazing at the end of it. And trust me, you won't even think about the pain at all. Back to day 4. So they individually will put in the new teeth, and then they'll keep on passing you the mirror to make sure that you're happy with the shape, happy with like your canines, and if you want any adjustments, if you want them shaving down or anything. So they decide to do all that work. If you do have any amendments, they'll do it on the same day, but you've got to make sure you don't let them glue them teeth in if you are not happy. Unfortunately for me, I was fine. Like, my teeth looked exactly how I wanted them to look, so I got them to glue them in the same day. And yeah, I looked at the teeth and I was like crying. I hugged my dental surgeon, I hugged the nurse, because it really does change the way that your face looks. It wasn't painful getting the new teeth put in, but also they did say to me, go away today, eat some hard food, eat some apples, drink hot and cold drinks. Let us know if there's any issues with your teeth. And then what we will do is when you come back later, we'll make the adjustments, we'll check your biting points, we'll do some more x-rays just to make sure that you're happy and things are complete. What I also experienced when I was at the dental centre in Turkey was the fact that they're very assertive with what they do. From day 1 to like day 3 or 4, anytime you make any amendments, any adjustments, whether it be colour, whether it be like new or extra dental work, they will make you sign for it just to cover their backs and also to cover for insurance purposes. But what I also found was quite a good experience too was originally when I'd chosen for the BL2 colour, if you call them within like an hour or 2, you can change that colour. But if you leave it more than like 24 hours, they've already started to prepare and make your teeth, and they will refuse to change the colour for you, their products. But you need to just know that, it's a really good decision. They know what they're doing out there. Like, one of the most professional places that I've ever been to in my life in terms of like dental work. And you just need to just stay calm. Don't be worried, dress comfortable and be prepared. They'll give you like a little paper bag with your contracts and your warranty on there as well. So if you have any damage to your teeth, they tend to like send some money over so that you can get the tooth fixed over in the UK. So the warranty is up to 5 years with the veneers. And also they do recommend that you use a water flosser and also get your teeth polished once a year just to maintain the shininess and the whiteness of them. So there's no more like upkeep with them, but what I found is I use an electric toothbrush more often. So I'll use electric toothbrush twice a day, and I use a manual toothbrush twice a day. And it's just to maintain the smile and just to make sure nothing gets caught in them. But you need to make sure that you do look after your teeth, because when you spend that money, you want to be able to maintain that for a while. You don't want to have to go back within a couple months to say, oh, this has happened or that's happened. And not even that, I've eaten all sorts of food. The teeth are not moving, they're not falling out at all. So yeah, like, go to dental centre in Turkey, get your teeth done. I'll send all the information at the bottom of the page in the bio, and just make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. Bye.